What's up guys and welcome back to the channel. By far the biggest Marvel news of last year was the fact that Disney actually was acquiring Fox, meaning that Marvel would gain more access to various characters like the X-Men and the Fantastic Four. And although we haven't seen any hint of the X-Men or the Fantastic Four in the MCU thus far, they are on the horizon. And today we are getting a report of potentially the first mutant group to be introduced into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, in Captain Marvel 2. What makes this news really interesting though is that one of the key players of the X-Men will actually apparently begin as a villain for Captain Marvel, and will later go on to become the full-fledged character that we know her from the comics. The character I'm referencing here is Rogue. Originally in the comic books even, Rogue was not a hero, but was a villain, and was a part of a mutant rebel group, a group led by Mystique. It's unknown if it will actually follow this in Captain Marvel 2, but it does sound intriguing. In the comic, Rogue, in an engagement with Captain Marvel, actually manages to absorb a lot of her abilities, making her one of the most powerful X-Men and powerful Marvel characters period, as essentially she has all of the powers of Carol Danvers. But because of this, she also develops sort of a split personality, as her body isn't used to holding the immense Kree energy that Carol's body has, making her very unstable to begin with. In the comics, it was actually this instability that led her directly into the arms of Charles Xavier, and Rogue would eventually become the hero and part of the X-Men that we know her as. But again, her true origins are villainous in nature, and it would be an interesting twist to see a villain turn massive X-Men hero in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I love the idea of the X-Men and the mutants potentially being introduced into Captain Marvel 2, with Rogue starting off as the main antagonist and possibly a hint at the X-Men in the post-credit scene of the movie. It would definitely be a very cool take on a Marvel villain, very similar to that of the Winter Soldier, who obviously started out as a villain but then progressed to become one of the main heroes. So I do actually really enjoy this idea for an introduction of the mutants into the MCU. And I like how it's starting more small scale, with a mutant rebel group or terrorist group fighting against Carol Danvers, and Captain Marvel coming against Rogue, and them nearly being identical in power. Anyway guys, what are your thoughts on this brand new rumor? And how would you feel about the X-Men and the mutants first being introduced to us in Captain Marvel 2? And what do you think of the idea of Rogue actually being the main antagonist of a Captain Marvel sequel? As always my friends, I would love to hear what you think about this in the comment section down below. Hit that subscribe button to assemble and join our team, and have a great day.